Hello everyone, and welcome to Avalon Studios. My name is Luis Rivera, and today we are going to be discussing A24's latest film, Civil War. This film is directed by Alex Garland, and it follows a team of journalists as they travel through America all the way to Washington, D.C. in the middle of a civil war between the U.S. and the Western forces made up of Texas and California. This film was very much not what I expected. I very much expected for us to get a political thriller from the focus of the journalists, talking about why the Western forces were created, why they're going to the White House, what they get out of killing the president. If you're going in for that, you are not going to get it. The politics in this movie are non-existent. This film is not a war film. It is a war journalist film. It very much explores the ethics of journalism and how desensitized you can become of war and just the gore of all of it by being a war journalist. Their job is not easy, and they very much show it in this film. If you are ready for that ride, then this film is for you. I will say, when I came out of this film, while I enjoyed it, I did have a very big issue with it, and it was the fact that I wanted to know the politics of the world. How is it that Texas and California, of all states, came together and became so powerful? But I gotta say, it is still an amazing film. I still stand with my issue. I still wish we would have gotten more of it, but overall, as a film about war journalism, it is a beautifully crafted film, which is something that I really have to give props to Alex Garland, is the visuals. This movie is beautiful. No matter what you think of the story, the movie is beautiful. I watched it in IMAX with a couple friends of mine, and I have never been happier to be in IMAX. I am somebody that always prefers to go to Dolby, better seating, but today we went to IMAX, and wow, I noticed it. Like, this film was worth watching in IMAX. All of the war scenes were beautiful. Even the scenes where they're just driving down the street looked great. The shots were immaculate. And overall, just the story is heartbreaking. There are scenes in this film that make me just cry. I'm not someone who cries a lot during films, but if I were in the situation that our characters were in during, well, I can say this because it was in the trailer, Jesse Plemons' scene in the movie, I'd be dead. Like, I would not have survived. My family would not have survived. It is crazy how well, even though we don't know the politics of this universe, how well we can see how different groups have formed. Because in the war, it's not just one side versus the other. As much as some films show that, that is not how that works. There will always be different groups that will be formed outside of the two sides that are fighting. There are multiple sides to a war. And to get to see that between different parts of the trip all the way to the Western forces, you get to see a lot of these different groups. Some of them are just fighting just because they want to fight. Some of them are just using this war as an excuse to kill whoever the hell they want to. And it is so smart in the way they deliver this information. And overall, it broke me in the theater. Honestly, it really broke me. I was not expecting, out of all movies, Civil War to be the one that broke me. I really thought I was just going to have some fun with the action, be very much intrigued by the politics, but no, it is a journalism film that is heartbreaking, truly. And I loved it. This film is amazing. If you are able to go watch it in theaters, please do so. It is very much worth it. It is beautiful, and especially in a big screen. If you can watch it on Dolby or IMAX, do so while you can. It is very much worth it. I think IMAX is worth it. I still hate the seats at IMAX, so I prefer Dolby. But at least watch in one of those two. go watch it in a premium format. It is very much worth it. And overall, I would give this movie an 8 out of 10. I think it is beautiful. I still have issues with it, especially Nick Offerman's role. He is very much shown in the trailers as a main player, as the president. He is a glorified cameo at best. I think he does a great job, but we basically get to know nothing about him. With the elimination of the politics in this movie, you also kind of eliminate the role of the president. So he shows up maybe 3 times, and then the rest is some voice work on the radio. That's it. That's all you get of Nick Offerman as the president, and I think that is, well, the movie still works. It's a very big issue I have. The other is the politics. I still do think the politics should have at least been part of, because we're watching journalists. They need to know what the politics are of this war so they can share it in their stories. But overall, ignoring those facts, I still think the movie is incredible and very much worth watching. And yeah, so thank you all for watching this review. This is the first review on the channel. I'm very excited. I'm very happy it was this movie, a film that I can talk so highly about, and I really do recommend. So make sure to like and subscribe to Avalon Studios. More content coming soon, and may the power protect you.